Sup, Nerdmigos? I'm the Jive talking nerd John Norgrove, and this is Nerd Jive, your tri-weekly nerdy news network. First story for the day, Freakin feather fossils. Paleontologists have made a fantastic feathered find in the form of an adolescent Kounotori's feathered tail trapped in amber. This feathered fossil is the finest ever found. Dating back 99 million years to the Cretaceous period, the Kounotori is a family of small, bird-like carnivores. The amber fossil was found in 2015 by lead author Linda Xing of the China University of Geosciences in Beijing. In an outdoor market in Myanmar, she then contacted Professor Ryan McKellar of Canada's Royal Saskatchewan Museum to assist the team in research and analysis. The team used a CT scanner and an electron microscope to identify the ancient feathered tail. The preserved tail section is made up of 8 vertebrae and the surrounding tail feathers. The feathers are remarkably similar to that of modern birds. However, they lack a strong central shaft. This is useful as it allows us to estimate when those traits were formed. This could be the first non-avian dinosaur evidence found so well preserved in amber. To quote Professor McKellar, amber pieces preserve tiny snapshots of ancient ecosystems, but they record microscopic details, three-dimensional arrangements, and tissues that are difficult to study in other settings. This is a new source of information that is worth researching with intensity and protecting as a fossil resource. If you would like to read more about this, I will link the paper in the description below. Up next, Regirobo. Panasonic and Lawson's are taking self-checking to the next level with this new bagging system called Regirobo. We've all experienced self-checkout counters before, but this new system will bag your groceries for you. The starting system will have a slide-away bottom installed into the hand baskets that gently place your groceries into a plastic bag, which is all fine and well, but us here in California don't get to use plastic bags anymore. The next evolution of their tech, set to debut in February, is to embed electronic item tags, so that way you just have to set your basket in the Regirobo, and it will both scan and bag your groceries all at the same time. Now, much like Amazon Go, this is only being tested in one facility right now, a shopping market across the street from Panasonic's headquarters in Osaka, Japan. Panasonic and Larson are looking at trying to roll more of these Regirobos out in 2018. This is an interesting new concept that I see spreading more quickly than Amazon's venture due to the simplicity and ease of installation. Next up, Kounotori 6 to the rescue. Following the destruction of the Soyuz resupply mission over a week ago in Russia, the Japanese space agency, JAXA, successfully launched the Kounotori 6 atop an H-11B rocket to the ISS. Kounotori 6 is carrying 4.5 tons of food, water, spare parts, and experimental hardware, including 6 new lithium-ion batteries, and the adapter plates necessary to connect them to the space station's solar arrays. These are to replace the old nickel-hydrogen batteries and will be installed during spacewalks scheduled for January. The Kounotori 6 rendezvoused with the space station on December 13th at around 6 a.m. and was captured by the punnily named Canadarm2. Star Trek Con 2016. So I wanted to talk about the 2016 Star Trek convention in San Francisco put on by Creations Entertainment. So this last weekend, my family and I went to the 50th anniversary convention and had an absolute blast. We got to meet a bunch of stars and listen to them tell stories about their lives and experiences, as well as answer some of the most cringe-inducing questions you can think of. The two standouts this year for me were Walter Koenig, who was wonderfully hilarious, and William Shatner, who is either the greatest troll that has ever lived or completely insane. Allow me to explain this. When he was telling stories or answering questions, it was like watching an internet troll come to life. He's so charismatic that even though he was trolling these people, everyone loved it. Like, every time somebody came up and asked him a question, he would sometimes get close to answering it and then go off on some tangential story that had nothing to do with the original question, and the crowd just cheered uproariously. It was quite an experience to see him talk. My family and I also got to watch the late, great Leonard Nimoy's last convention appearance from back in 2011. They had a recording and played it for us. We all had a great time, and I can't wait to go again. If you have the chance, go to a convention. All right? It doesn't have to be Star Trek. It could be about anything, for anything, but just go. I do several conventions a year, from very large conventions like Fanime to these smaller ones, and I love every single one of them. It's such a great experience. I love cosplaying. You get to make new friends. You have these wonderful stories and like these adventures that bring you and your friends and your family closer together. If you have the opportunity, go. I can't wait till my next convention, and hopefully at the next one I will remember to record some things so that way I can share them with you, because I did none of that because it didn't cross my mind pretty much until right now as I'm saying this. So last up, I wanted to talk about Christmas movies. This sort of came up in conversation, and I decided to throw it in at the last minute. But what is the best Christmas movie? What's your favorite Christmas movie? I want you to leave it down in the comments below. Thinking about it, and this is incredibly difficult, I think Scrooged is my favorite Christmas movie. But there's so many great ones out there. The Die Hard movies and the Santa Claus movies. There's so many good Christmas movies out there. All of the claymation ones, especially where, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, where halfway through the movie, when the love interest, inevitably Mrs. Claus, spoiler alert, decides to do her first song, it goes from this stop-motion, claymation animation to this, like, trippy, animated, watercolor 60s kind of freak-out background to this soft-spoken song of hers, and then right back to standard claymation for no GD reason. But, so, what Christmas movie speaks Christmas to you? What is the one that you can't go without on Christmas? Leave it down below. Let me know. This has been Nerd Jive for Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. I am John Norgrove. Stay nerdy.